As a part of our conceptual class, we understood the nitty-gritties of read API structure, like the data frame reader and different options which we have to provide. We need to see all of these things as a part of our practical. First thing what we'll do is we'll go ahead and create the data frame. I know you would have created many data frames so far, but what we will do this time is we'll create a data frame by paying attention to all the options whatever we have discussed as a part of the data frame read API. The data frame name is dflight Spark. Any idea why am I giving the Spark here? If you recollect, Spark we are giving because Spark session is available as Spark. After the Spark, we need to give read. Again, why are we giving the read here? As we know, we understood data frame reader is available as a read attribute. That is the reason we are giving read attribute here. After that, we got to specify the format. Then we can provide the different options. For now, we'll give header after we provided the options like header is true option, we got to provide the load. Here we need to specify the path of the file. Our statement is ready. Let's go ahead and execute this in Spark. Let us see the contents of this data frame. We do have three columns: destination country name, origin country name, and count. Let us look at how many records are there as a part of this data frame. There are 256 records. This is how we use the data frame reader with a read attribute, and we provide format, header is true, options like infer schema. In the end, we provide the load. This is how we create the data frame. We have done it implicitly earlier. We are creating a data frame by paying attention to all these things like Spark session, data frame reader, format, and different options. Wonderful. Now that we have seen this, let us try to understand the read modes. We will reuse this code and we'll provide one more option. We provided an option permissive. Give a different name to differentiate between a data frame which we created without specifying a read mode and data frame which we are creating with a read mode. We'll execute this. Let us check the contents of this. Wonderful. You can see we use the read mode as permissive and all the three columns are there. Let us look at how many rows are there here. There are 256 rows. What it means is when we use the read mode as a permissive and without using that, count is same. What it means is there are no corrupt records. Now that we have consciously provided one of the read mode permissive, what we will do is we'll use a correct file and corrupt it and create a data frame by using a permissive mode. Before that, let us go ahead and create a schema. To create a schema, you got to import I'm importing the types because I'm planning to create a schema. Remember, in previous classes, we have understood how do we create the schema. Schema is made up of struct type. Within that, we have a struct field. Within that, we have a column name and the type of that column name and Boolean value. Let us do that now. As I explained, the struct field, the name of the column, data type of the column, and Boolean value. We'll reuse the same and provide the specification for another 3 columns. The second column would be origin country name. The third column would be count. This should be fine. Let me go ahead and create a schema. Schema is created. By using this schema, we'll create the data frame. We'll reuse the code. Let's go ahead and execute this. Fine. If you can observe here, since we don't have any corrupt records, this corrupt record column is null. If you have any corrupt records in this file, those records would be populated here. Now, what we'll do is we'll copy this file we have used to a location. I copied 2015 summary.json file from my original directory to one more directory called read mode. I'm opening that file now. This is the file. What we will do is we'll corrupt couple of records here. I will save this. We'll use this file with the corrupt records and create the data frame in the permissive mode. I'll change the name of the data frame and change the path where our file is there. I have kept the name of the file as same, but in this path, the file is corrupt. Let's go ahead and execute this in a permissive mode. We look at the contents. You can see these 2 records which we intentionally corrupted. They are stored as a part of the corrupt record columns. All other records which are proper are there in a actual columns. We use the permissive mode and read a file having a corrupt records. We could see corrupt records are stored as a part of the corrupt record column. We'll see the other 2 modes. Which is the next mode? We do have drop malformed and fail fast mode. I will just replace this with drop malform. I'll change the name of the data frame as well. That is dflight drop malformed. Let's go ahead and execute this. If you see here, the two records which were corrupt, the second and third, are not even included as a part of the data frame. Unlike the permissive mode. In the case of drop malformed, the Spark drops those two rows from the data frame itself. If you go and look at the count now, the number of records also would be less. It is 254. If you see in the original data frame, 256 records. That is the difference. The last mode is fail fast. In the fail fast mode, it fails immediately upon encountering malformed records. Let us see that now. I will reuse this code and update the data frame name as dflight fail fast, and then I'll update the mode as well. Yes, we are ready. Let's go ahead and execute this. Even though we have indicated the option as fail fast, we didn't get any error, right? What may be the reason? Just think of a reason. Before that, let me go ahead and show this. Oh, it's failing. Because we indicated the mode as a fail fast, it failed. But it didn't fail while creating the data frame. It failed while we called an action. You know the reason for that. That is because of the lazy evaluation. Spark wouldn't do anything until we call an action. Wonderful. We have seen all the three modes: permissive mode, drop malform, and also fail fast. Do practice to become perfect. Thank you.